Hello everyone, thanks for watching this video. So in this video, today we are going to understand the second feature or second enhancement of Java 1.5 or 5.0, which is variable argument. It's also called as Var-Arg. Okay, this is the one of the best feature in Java 1.5. Why? Because this enhancement reduce your lots and lots of code that you need not to write. Okay, it's all about your JVM will take care. So how basically it is, suppose that you want to overload one method. Okay, you will be having more than one method having same name. Okay, and with different argument. Okay, suppose that you have add having one argument, you having another add having two argument. Likewise, there is a possibility that there is some method called add which has 50 argument. Okay, so to maintain this numbers of argument is very difficult. Okay, so for that, anyhow we can have some array and we can have some argument in that array that we can iterate, but this all about your customization of code. This is not related to any of the your Java feature. Okay, so Java feature has to come here and they have to solve the developer issue that they are facing day-to-day life while developing any program or any application. Okay, so that maintenance issue that becomes the huge headache of for the people who want to do like that coding or who have the requirement to do something like that. Okay, so that's the reason this enhancement came. Okay, so basic if you see the syntax of this one first, so basically the first this is the data type where you have the three dot. Okay, and then the variable name. Suppose that you having add means one argument. If one argument, then there is no issue, but if it is more than one argument, then you can require to use var-arg. Even though if you use for one argument also, that is fine. There is no compilation error, no performance error, but people will always think that okay, it might be have more than one argument also, but it's your call how you want to use this one. That's fine now. Okay, so this is the basic syntax where you have the data type and three dot which is mandatory and the variable name. Okay, what that you are going to pass. So if you understand this one, so you can understand also the what is the advantage. It's all about advantage only. Means you have having this feature, we just reduced many of the boiler code. Okay, and there is a very less effort to maintain our code. Our code will be very clean and clear. Okay, so this is the basically of the your Var-Arg. Okay, we will understand into the example also. Okay, so good. Now, so as part of example, we will be having one class and where we are going to achieve the variable argument, and we will understand what would be the issue before variable argument did not came and after it came. Okay, so we will be having one main method. Okay, so here what I am doing is I am just going to create one add method. Since I am from starting itself, I am giving example to add. So let's have add. Basically this method is not doing any add or subtract, it's just that name. Okay, so if you see in this add, I am just passing one argument. Okay, and good, and accordingly I am printing it here, creating it and printing it here, which is very obvious. So here till now we don't have any role of Var-Arg. Okay, so what I am doing is in this argument I am just taking the having one SOP. As always we used to have one log. Okay, keeping one saying that number of arguments. Okay, in add, which is 1. Let's have hard coded value only. Okay, good. Then suppose that now I am creating another, I am just overloading, basically overloading, and I am passing two argument. Okay, having 1 and 2. So accordingly again I am going to create the method which has two argument. Okay, So good now. So here I am giving SOP something like that. So it has 2 argument just for logging purpose. It has argument is 2, which is very fair. Till now Var-Arg concept did not come. I am just doing the overloading, that's all. Now I am just having another add method which have the total 3 argument. Okay, and accordingly I am creating the method here. Create the method. Okay, let's have one SOP also here saying that 3 argument. So if you understand that as soon as argument is getting increased, our method is also getting increased. That is very obvious that there is a chance that we will be having one method which has 50 argument, means it start from 1 and going till 50. So we have total 50 method having all 50 kinds of different argument. Okay, and we definitely have to write this logic as per if you got any requirement. Okay, so obviously if you see in 3 lines only we got these many codes, means almost 32 lines of code. If you reduce this one, almost 25. Okay, so if you see, there is very clear that the maintenance issue will come if we are keep writing having 50 argument in a method, an overloaded method. So to reduce the problem, the feature came as part of the JAVA5, as I already told you, which is actually called as variable argument. So what variable argument is telling is, let's have n numbers of argument. Okay, means 1 argument, 2 argument, 3 argument, 4 argument, 50 argument. But the implementation of this argument, means whatever we are creating the method, will be only 1. Okay, see how cool it is. As per this line, we have total 3 method which has 3 argument, and we created 3 method here. Okay, 3 implemented method. So what they are saying is, let's have 3 argument, but for this one we need not to have 3 method. Actually we should have only 1 method. Okay, so how it is? So they are telling that you should have only 1 method that will enough to handle your everything. So how? So what they are telling is, int, as per syntax, keep 3 dot. Okay, int means your integer type, that is everyone, and I is your variable, and delete all other. Okay, if you see, your compilation error gone. Okay, so if you see here, for this 3 method that we are calling, having 3 different kinds of argument, we have only 1 implemented method. Okay, and this was earlier. Okay, so we are deleting this code. So obviously writing code got reduced, which becomes the boiler code later point of time. Second thing is that code maintenance is very easy, since if you want to check, if you want to debug for this one, you again have to come here only. If you want to debug for this one, you again have to come here only. If you want to debug also, obviously you have to come here. So your debugging time also got reduced. So this is the only advantage, and this is the major advantage of Var-Arg. Got it? Now we are going to understand more about this one, how basically it works. So basically we got the 3 argument. Okay, another thing is that if you want to get the length here, now I have hard coded, right? So number of argument, so number of argument is, so how many argument is there? So we can say that I dot value, I dot length, sorry. See, so if you run this program, this code will run 3 times. First time it will give you the length 1, second times it will give you the length 2, and third times it will give you the length 3. So see, argument is 1, 2, 3, which is perfectly fine. Hence we are calling one method 3 times having three different arguments, but technically only one method is getting called three times, and it is able to handle your all three argument, means it is accepting your all three arguments one by one. How cool it is. Okay, good. Now let's have, this is your, you can have some SOP saying that variable argument example. Okay, good one. And this is your number, we are passing only number only. So let's have 1 2 is 3 is your int type, that's why number example. Now we will be doing same with the string also. So here how it will be, Control C, Control V. Okay, now number, now we will be passing string with number example. Okay, so let's create one more method here saying that any name is fine, even though we are not adding here anything, right? We are just printing, that's fine. So we can have my add. Okay, and here I am going to pass two arguments. As I told you, this is the string with number. So first argument is string and second argument is your number. So first argument is APIPOTHI. Okay, good. And accordingly we will be having three methods. Okay, here we are going to pass 2, here we are going to pass 3, right? See, as per the before variable argument, what would be the implementation? We will be creating three methods and we are going to accept this argument one by one, and then we are doing your business operation. But as part of this variable argument, we need not to do these are all things. You just have to create it. Okay, here this is the string, this is the integer, and if you see your first argument is constant only. Okay, and from here the argument is getting increased, second, third, fourth, right? So basically how will you do, after your return type we will be keeping 3 dot. Okay, 3 dot, that's all, done. And I is already accepting. So here we are going to print the same log. Okay, okay. Now if you run this program, run as a Java application, variable argument example, number example, string example. If you see, number argument is 1 2 3. If you pass one more also, this shouldn't be any issue. Pass 4 also, it will give you the 4 argument actually. See, 1 2 3 4, which is very good now. Okay, so we understood this concept clearly. Now one twist here. Now what? Okay, this is fine. I am going to create one more method saying that error example. Okay, in that error we will be having one more method called check error. Okay, any name is fine. So here I am going to pass integer is the first argument. Okay, and second argument is APIPOTHI. Okay, and same I am going to create this method 3 times and passing argument here 2 comma, and here passing argument 2 and 3. Good. So good now. So here basically our first argument is getting increased, whereas second argument is constant. Now accordingly I am going to create the method here. Okay, good, fine, which is perfectly fine. So as per Var-Args, what is the rule? Where the variable is getting increased, means parameter is getting increased, so we have to keep the dot, right? So if you see, this first parameter is getting increased, so for that 1 dot, 2 dot, 3 dot, and I already you have to accept the variable, and this is your second means string, so which is you have already. Okay, good. Now if you see, you are getting still compilation error where we followed the exact rule of the variable argument, but still you can see the compilation error. Why? The reason is that if you see, there is a one limitation of variable argument. Actually this is the not limitation, they build something like that only, and later this becomes the limitation, but this is exactly what they wanted to do, just avoid the confusion of the developer. Okay, I will tell you what. So if you see here, right, variable argument is telling that you're the last argument of the any method, only you can apply your variable argument. Okay, not the first argument. Got it? So this is the only one rule you also have to follow. If you see here, your first argument is getting increased 1, 2, 3, and the last argument means second argument is constant. So I am keeping here constant, and first argument I am trying to develop the variable argument concept, and we developed very carefully and correctly, but still I am getting error. This is just because of that the variable argument is only applicable for your last argument. Okay, not second also, last argument. Okay, so this rule you have to keep in mind. So I am commenting this one here. Okay, and I am commenting this one also here. Good. Now we got number example, string with number. Okay, now what else? You can have string, a number with string also, that also we can do it here. Okay, Control C here, let's format it. So number with string. Okay, so here also we are going to do the same. So let's have one, but before that we should have something called string and string. Okay, let's have a string, that will give you the good concept. So let's have one method called something like that. Here we are passing first argument string, which is fine. Now again second argument is string also, APIPOTHI Java DS. Okay, good. Now we are going to, why here no error should be okay, since my add only, right, error name is same. Okay, no, here you can add my display. Okay, so change the name. Good, and accordingly we have to create it. Okay, good, fine. Now what is our target? Our target is to make a Var-Args. So as per rule we have to give the 3 dot, that's all. If you see, first argument, 1 argument, 2 argument, 3 argument. Okay, this is basic your string example. Okay, so which is also very understandable, which is good. Now we can also print this SOP here also, saying that string dot length. So here length will be something different. This is string class. Okay, fine. Now right click, run as. Okay, right click, run as, Java application. If you see here, for a string example, 1 2 2, y2 1 2 2, y2 2 2. Okay, here I pass the 2 argument only, right? So let's keep Java here, no? Okay, fine. Now right click, run as Java application. 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3. It is good. Now let's have another example saying that a string with number. Okay, so my display is already done. Let's have one called display. Sorry, so have one method called display. Okay, so what basically it is saying is string with number, right? So this is string, this is number, this is number. Okay, if you see, last argument is getting increased, so accordingly we have to create the method here. So we created here, which is very good. Now we have to make this as a variable argument, 1 2 3 dot. Okay, so this is accepting your last argument. Sorry, no, first argument is string, which is constant. Second argument is your integer, which is int, we can say I. Now this you have to change as a variable argument. For that you are going to give 3 dot. If you see, your compilation error gone. Okay, again you have to keep the SOP here. So for that I. Okay, now right click, run as Java application. If you see, string with number 0 1 2. Why 0 1 2? String. Okay, this is because of it has 0 1 2. It doesn't have any argument, that's why 0 1 2. Right click, run a Java application. Okay, so we are good now. So we understood the concept of this one. Good. Actually this is not good. You can have, since it's a string with number, no, have 1, here you should have 2, here you should have 3. Since 0 I don't like. As per this rule, string with number, so string number, string number, string number. First argument I have removed, that's why 0 came. Now right click, run as Java application. See, 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3, which is fine. So we understood the variable argument concept as part of Java 5 very clearly. Okay, yeah. Thanks for watching this video.